Okay, let's go.
Let's make stuffed chicken mozzarella with potatoes and Brussels sprouts. Cheers. Alright, so we're here at the Asian grocery store and let's see what we can find. We got noodles, ooh, all the olive oils, fish sauce. I don't know. Let's see what we get. Yep, this is it. Alright, so today we're gonna start chopping up the lettuce. Really simple, and we're gonna give it a nice, not too big, not too small. You wanna be able to chew your lettuce. So, chop it up. Then you put it in, get it cleaned out. While we're in here, we're gonna get some spinach as well in the mix. And some baby arugula. Arugula. Not too much because it's really bitter. All right, so next we're gonna get our strawberries, our fresas. We're gonna chop them up. I like to do thinner, like in cubes like this. So in the salad, they'll be easier to pick up. Now that you got your strawberries, we're gonna put them aside. And now we're gonna make our own vinaigrette. It's more like a dressing than a vinaigrette really, but it's gonna be emulsified with oil, but very simple. I'm gonna start with some Dijon mustard just for the thickness, just a little bit. And then I like to add some rose water, but in this case we have mint water, just a little bit. Some lime, some lemon, a little bit of black pepper, and most importantly, salt. Okay, so you want to kind of give that a little whisk. Now the secret ingredients is use the freshest olive oil you have. So this is actually Palestinian olive oil, and we're going to slowly add in there. Now, what you want to do so it can stick together is you want to slowly add the oil while you're whisking it. You can use this with a blender, but it works just fine by hand. And you want to slowly keep adding it. Okay. Get your spoon. See how nice and thick that is? And you always want to try it. All right, so we got our potatoes, and we're just gonna chop these bad boys right in half. And there's gonna be some size differences. So you're gonna cook a little unevenly, so you want to try to get the same size potatoes so they can all cook evenly in the oven. Wonderful, we got our potatoes. Well, let's start seasoning. So we're gonna start with some salt. We're gonna do some pepper. We're gonna do some lime. Okay, and then lastly, surely the olive oil. Give it a good toss. We're missing one more thing. We need that cayenne pepper. Cayenne, baby! A bit of cayenne pepper. Woo! Spicy! That's some flavor to your life. Next thing we have is Brussels sprouts. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these in half. We're gonna cut these in half and take these off. Now, always remember to wash your vegetables. And you can see the extra leaves, they just fall right off. Just cut away. Once you're done, this is what you get. Okay, let's start seasoning it. Just like always, salt, pepper, it's really my go-to. And of course, olive oil. Okay, mix it all up. Onion. There you go, you have your Brussels sprouts. It's chicken time. So just like always, you want to clean your chicken. Now that we got our chicken, it's time to butterfly it. So the long side and the fat side. What you want to do is you want to get the bigger side on the outside. So you want to cut this in half, start from the thick, and work your way in. And you're kind of cutting it in half, kind of, but you're leaving it right center. So this is called a butterfly. So you see how much bigger this is? And there you go, 3 butterfly chickens. Now, here comes the fun part. What you want to do is you put it over, you're going to grab parchment paper or a bag, and you kind of want to hit it, tenderize it. You don't want to go too much. And there you go. All right, so as you can see, we got them nice and big. What I want to do, since I want smaller portions, I'm going to cut these in half. Typically, you don't do that. All right, so we're making the stuffing for the chicken. It's gonna be very simple, guys. What we wanna do is we kind of just give this a rough chop, you know, so. like that. That's all we need. Push it to the side. Next, we're gonna do some mushrooms. We're gonna do them the same way. We're gonna give them a nice chop. You know, we still want them a little bit thick. Pepper, salt, we mix it all up. Okay. Okay, so we got our dressing. Don't forget to season your meat. All right, so what we got now is mozzarella cheese. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do kind of like a little layer of cheese on there. You don't wanna go crazy. Oh, this is our mix. We're gonna do. We're gonna put it over our chicken. So you wanna kind of just spread it out evenly across the board. So now what we wanna do is we wanna roll the chicken. So it's super simple. I like to go the thinny side, skinny side in. There you go, bam. Got some toothpicks, and you just want to stick it in there. And there you go, you should be able to maneuver it with the toothpick inside of it, just like that. All right, so the trick with this, guys, is you want to make sure you get a really hot pan. So I put some olive oil in here, and you want it really hot. Not smoking hot, but really hot. All right, and you grab your first one, and you see this right here, this is your seal, so you want this on the bottom so it closes. So you're gonna want to put it like this. Nice, so you got some liquids in there. What you want to do is you want to stick it in the oven and let it cook the rest of the way. All right, so we got our lettuce mixture. What we're going to do is we're going to pour some of our oil. We want a lot. And then you're going to add our strawberries. And then I always season my lettuce, salt, and pepper. I know. Sounds crazy. Great, very simple, guys, nothing crazy. And then we're gonna start plating. We got our first mozzarella. Okay, we just wanna crumble a little on top. And then lastly, you wanna add the shrimp. There we go. And we have our salad. So we got our salad going. Just like always, bismillah. All right, it's ready to go out of the oven. Let's go ahead and put these here for a second. Let them rest. And then we're gonna put this back on the stovetop to make a sauce. Let's see what we come up with. Okay, the potatoes are done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take them out. All right, the potatoes are ready. They look great. And there we go, we got our sauce. Okay, so first thing, we got our potatoes. Let's plate up. Okay, we got our Brussels sprouts. I think these came out great. Look how caramelized the onions are. Really caramelized. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. All right, we got the sauce. I'm gonna throw this in the middle. And here comes the chicken. Here we go. And then lastly, not surely, some more sauce. Lastly, a little bit of cilantro on top as our garnish.